Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We're at week 62 results and I'm going to share with you how my week went. It actually didn't go as planned this week, so I'm excited to share all of that with you and talk about what we're doing moving forward. So yeah, let's get into it. All right guys, so before we get into the video, I just wanted to share with you that this Thursday, the 21st, I will be starting a new video series. It's a Thanksgiving Thursday video series where every single Thursday up until Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some keto sides and desserts that you can make this year. And I may do this for Christmas as well if you guys like it. But you know, I think it's really important for us to try and stay healthy for the holidays. And I think we use the holidays as an excuse to fall off plan, to fall off track. And while it's okay to have, you know, those foods that we love, those bad foods that we love so much, it's okay to have them once in a while, but ultimately they make you feel gross. They make you feel crappy. It's harder to get back on track. Sometimes we lose control and we lose all control, right? That was me recently, lost all control. And now I'm in the process of trying to get back on track, and it has been really hard, which I'm going to share all of that with you, but it's just not worth it. So I really wanted to give you guys some ideas of some sides and desserts that are keto, that taste amazing, and that your friends and family are going to love as well. I just wanted to just give us some ideas and some options, you know, because I know that it can be super stressful sometimes trying to figure out how to stay healthy during the holidays. We're surrounded by all this food all the time, all this yummy bad food, and it's really hard. But keto is very simple, and there is literally a substitute for everything out there. So it's just a matter of planning and prepping, and I just wanted to help you guys. So starting this Thursday, the 21st, it's gonna be part 1, and I'm super excited to start this video series with you. All right guys, so let's just get into the video. So at the last video, week 61, I told you that I was going to be doing carnivore. If you've been following me, then you know that I have recently fallen off track for the last few months. I use my back pain and the nerve pain and just all the pain that I've been in over the last few months as an excuse. I just lost the motivation and everything, you know how it goes. So I've just been trying to get back on track. So I've just been doing all of that back and forth stuff. So I would just fall off track, do carnivore, fall off track, do the egg fast, fall off track, you know. So, and I screwed my body up. I screwed my weight loss up. I gained a lot of weight from doing that back and forth stuff. So it's important that we just commit. Like, we need to be ready. We need to get our minds ready, because if we're not ready, then we're just gonna screw things up even more for ourselves, and it's just gonna be harder to get back on track. So don't fool yourself into thinking you're ready. Be ready. So at the beginning of the week, I started with carnivore. Let me just share that before, when I was trying to get back on track, the same thing happened. So I would eat crappy one week, and then the next week I did carnivore, but I struggled all week. Stayed on plan, lost the weight, lost the water weight that I had gained, but it was so hard. Mentally, it was just so hard because I just was craving those foods. I wanted those foods. And so then that's why I fell off track the next week. And then I got back on track and did the egg fast. And again, you know, lost the water weight, some of the water weight that I had gained, but just mentally struggled. That's why it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to fall off track, to fall off the wagon that badly like I did. So I did the same thing this past week. I started carnivore and struggled, just big time struggled mentally. You know, the weight was coming off, but I was so irritable. I was so moody. I had headaches, and it's just horrible. It's just that sugar withdrawal. It was just beating me down. I just felt terrible. So I'm like, okay, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep making myself go through this. So what should I do? What is the best option for me? So I stopped doing carnivore and I just went into keto, but then I would allow myself to have like some veggies that normally aren't keto, like some carrots, and I had snacked on some grape tomatoes, which yeah, we can have, you know, some tomatoes on keto, but you don't want to overdo it because the carbs do add up, right? And so I stopped worrying about carnivore. I stopped worrying about being super strict. And then I just went back to the basics. I went back to keto. And in the beginning of the week, for like 4 days, I did carnivore and I lost 4 pounds. And then when I got off of carnivore and I just went back to keto, went back to the basics, I lost another 2 pounds. So I had a 6-pound weight loss this week, which was great. But let me just share my starting weight with you because I did say that I was gonna hold myself accountable. I gained quite a bit of weight. So I was actually 237 at the beginning of this week and ended at 231. So I'm still very much up on the scale, but I'm not focusing on that because this journey is so much more than the number on the scale. And I know I've said that so many times, but sometimes I don't even listen to myself and I get wrapped up and just consumed by that number, right? And I let it define me. I let it define my journey. And it's just not about that. It's so much more. It's learning how to live a balanced life and just choosing to be healthy the majority of the time. And sometimes that is the hardest thing to do. It's like, for me, it's very black and white. I know how to be strict. I know how to follow the rules. I know how to follow a lifestyle that has strict rules. Like that's keto for me. Keto is very structured, and that's why I love it so much because it basically tells me what I can and cannot do. And so I need that. But when I restrict myself for so long, it makes me want to binge even more. So that is what my goal is moving forward, is to live a keto/low carb life. I am happiest when I'm keto. I feel the best. I have the most energy. I love the foods that I can eat. I love the options and availability that this lifestyle has for us. And it's something that I want to live. I love this lifestyle. But I'm not going to restrict myself as much as I have in the past. Like if I want to have something, and I'm not talking about the refined sugars, the processed crap, because we don't need that stuff. We just don't. And while I'm trying to battle this addiction and these bad habits that I've created, I don't need to make it worse for myself by eating the crap that got me to almost 400 pounds. Don't need those foods anymore. They're just not good for us. But learning how to incorporate, those good, healthy carbs that somehow we start to demonize and make it seem like, oh, we can't have that because we're keto. I want to change that mentality. I want to just work on improving my relationship with food. And that is my goal. So I think that that is going to be what's best for me. But I'm a keto girl, I'm a low carb girl, and I probably will be forever. Because as much as I love bread, I love bread. I don't need it. And it doesn't agree with my body. So there are so many replacements out there that I can make, that I love, that taste good, and keep me happy. So let's talk about my back pain really quick before I end this video. I have my appointment for my steroid injection on November 1st. I do have to say that I have been on gabapentin and muscle relaxers recently, and they have given me relief where I can actually function and I can actually live my life. And I'm not supposed to be doing any bending, lifting, or twisting for at least 3 more months because that disc could rupture. But with 2-year-old twins and a 4-year-old, that's really hard to do. So I am doing the best I can. So that is my goal right now, is to just try and stay on plan, not stress myself out about the number on the scale, because I am up on the scale, but I know it's gonna come off. I know that I'm gonna get the weight off. But the number on the scale is just a number. The true weight comes from what I have been through in the last 40 years. My childhood, all of those bad, unhealthy habits that I have created and lived my entire life. That's the true weight that I need to let go of, not the number on the scale. It doesn't matter. I need to learn how to create new healthy habits and just to stop with the self-destructive behavior. Because even after doing this, being on this keto journey for over a year now, I still haven't learned how to stop that self-destructive behavior when I get into those moments of just feeling defeated and feeling like, food is the only thing that I have to turn to. And you know what? I have God to turn to. So I have to learn how to stay away from the food and run to Jesus. That's what I need to do. All right, guys, so ended the week at 231 this week. So I will update you with another number next week. This week, I am just going to focus on doing the best that I can. I'm just gonna focus on making one healthy choice at a time, because that's all we can do, right? Just take it one day at a time. 1 minute at a time. And what's great is that if we fall down, if we screw up, we always get a chance to start fresh the next day. And that is it's just refreshing. All right, guys, that's it for this week 62. I will see you at the next video, which is going to be part 1 of my Thanksgiving Thursday video series. I hope that you guys enjoy them and you find them helpful for this holiday season. And definitely let me know if you want me to continue doing them for Christmas as well. All right, guys, if you ever need me, please never hesitate to reach out. I hope you have a fantastic week. And yeah, stay safe and choose health. Bye, guys.